Welcome to the Spiritual Grapevine, where we tap into the ethers and the cosmos to receive and disseminate messages from our ancestors, from our spirit guides, from our guardian angels, and from our wonderful, wonderful fairies. I've already prayed and cleansed the energy, so we're going to tap in, see what the ancestors are talking about, y'all. Okay, you're going to hear three sounds. First one. Second one. One more. There we go. All right, now. I have been instructed to use the Cosmic Insight deck. What's the scoop? And pull an angel number or 2 or 3. Make sure all is not lost. All right. So we're gonna tap in, see what the ancestors are talking about, y'all. All right. Already shuffled, so of course we're gonna shuffle again. Okay. Celebrating, first card out. There will be a reason to celebrate. Hey, ancestors, spirit guides, guardian angels, what would you like us to know? What would you like us to know? Obsession. Someone is obsessed with you. Okay? Okay, we got a twofer here. Fork in the road, you need to make a decision. Termination, you may be getting let go from a job. You're fired. Okay, so if you're leaving a place of employment, that could be a fork in the road for you right now. You may be needing to make a decision about what direction you want to go next. You're going to stay in the same field. You're going to change and do something else. Opportunity to reinvent yourself whenever you leave a job. So you're going to take that opportunity to reinvent yourself, or you're going to stay with the same flow. Okay, confusion. Confusion and conflict may be going on at this time. So you could have some confusion. Yeah, trying to make a decision like that. That's a big decision. Whether or not to stay with the same occupation or whether or not to change careers. That's a big decision. So I could see confusion. And then not to mention the fact that when you're terminated, sometimes there's some financial inconsistencies, you know what I mean? So that adds a little pressure to the decision-making process. It all goes together. But again, remember the first card out was there was going to be a reason to celebrate. Let's not lose sight of that. So one door closes, a better door opens. All right? We're going to focus on the positive. So we're not going to focus on the termination. We're going to focus on the fact that means that there's another opportunity that may be opening up. That part right there. Balance. A situation needs more balance. All right? So don't freak out about it. Spell work. Someone has been casting spells. All right? So if somebody's been casting spells at you, that could have something to do with you being at a fork in the road. Could have something to do with you being fired. depending on who it is and what kind of spell work they've been throwing. Okay? The pettiness of people just amazes me. The things that they spend their time doing. The energy that they put into trying to hurt or dismantle somebody else's life. They could put that same wish into their own, and I don't get it. All right, black magic. Someone has been using dark magic. Okay. All right, so remember there's words to circumvent that. You can send that magic back. You can alchemize that energy and do something great with it. Okay? You don't have to wallow in the fact that somebody's throwing magic at you, guys. Remember, you have to be in a certain frequency and at a certain vibration in order for that magic to be effective. So you can counteract that magic by doing just the opposite of whatever it is they're expecting that magic to do. You know what I mean? So they're sending that magic because they want to make you depressed. They're trying to make you down. They want to make you sad. They want to make you lay down or whatever it is. Then you want to do just the opposite of that. You want to get up, turn on your music, clean up your house, go outside, get grounded. All right? So there's ways to send it back. You can also use frequencies to return to sender. Okay, you can also burn protection candles. There's a lot of things that you can do to get around people and their magic. Just juvenile. Anybody who's willing to just juvenile. I have no respect for anybody that wants to use magic as their way of life. All right, proceed with caution. So yes, absolutely, you want to watch your front and your back if you got some juvenile idiot, all right, trying to disrupt your life with magic. You want to absolutely be on your P's and Q's. Okay. Gratitude. Show more gratitude. Yes, don't focus on the jackass that's throwing magic at you, okay? Focus on that first card that came out where they just told you that there's going to be a reason to celebrate. So that means that you probably got your ancestors, all right, someplace nearby underneath the deck. Projection, okay? Your life is a projection of the energy you're putting out. So yeah, don't focus on this black magic and the spell work that somebody's throwing at you. That's their life. That's their energy. Let it be, okay? You can, again, circumvent that by doing just the opposite of whatever it is they're trying to throw at you. Focus on the celebration that Spirit has already told you that's coming. Go ahead and find that balance that you need, okay? And show that gratitude to your ancestors, and then they'll take care of the idiot throwing the black magic. You won't even have to worry about them. I promise you. That's the way it works. All right? Let's see what else we got with this. What would you like us to know, Spirit? I've seen the card turned over. Let's make sure they're all. Air sign turned over here. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. All right, if it comes back up, you know that's your main culprit. Guardian. A lost loved one watches over you. You see what I'm saying? Exactly. So don't worry about whoever this fool is with the magic, okay? You have guardian angels, and I can tell you that they're stronger than anybody down here in the 3D playing with hocus pocus. These people really need to stop. What else would you like us to know about this spirit? Ooh, all right, we got a twofer. Pets. Getting a new pet, giving a current pet more love. All right. So you might have a pet that needs your attention right now. Or maybe somebody's acting like a pet. Water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay, could be annoying you, acting like a pet. Okay, all up under your feet, up under your skin, getting on your damn nerves. Okay, intimacy, sexual chemistry, reminiscing. Okay, so somebody might be reminiscing about some intimacy that you all may have had. Memories are good. They don't hurt nobody. That don't mean you got to go back to it. Moving. Change of residence, moving with your partner. All right, so you might be relocating, moving with your partner. Maybe that's where that intimacy is going to kick in at. Boom, chakalaka. Hey, now. Remember, they did start off saying you were going to have something to celebrate. So, You never know, baby. If that's what you desire, then you claim it and it shall be so. Ooh, all right. Divorce. Experiencing a breakup. So somebody's getting a divorce out here. Divorce is not always a bad thing. If you're not getting along, it's time to go your separate ways, and it's time to go your separate ways. I don't believe in suffering in silence. I don't. Okay, sexuality. Someone is still figuring themselves out. Okay, so somebody's getting a divorce because they found out that their partner is still trying to figure themselves out. Really? You wait till after you get married to figure out that you don't know what the hell you... What? You know what? See, I don't have no respect for that. I'm sorry, but I don't. Because again, not children. Not children. Not children. Alright, here we go, Spirit. What else would you like us to know about this person who's getting a divorce because they have not figured themselves out? They don't know if they want to be with a man or a woman, apparently. Alright, so health. Health issues could arise. Yes, I'm pretty sure they could, especially if you're dipping and dabbling between two sexes, okay? And especially if you're not being using protective sex, if you're not being safe. All right, so again, if you are confused about your sexuality, you clearly have a spouse, but you are also clearly dipping the other direction. Spirit is warning you to be health conscious, all right, and protect not only yourself, but also your current partner and your current spouse. There's no reason to be irresponsible and reckless because you're confused. They don't go together. Still supposed to be an adult at the end of the day. Alright, Spirit, what else would you like us to know about this? Manifest. Tell the universe exactly what you want. So again, manifestation, again, I told you guys, comes from the heart. Okay? So, it has nothing to do with all this other crazy stuff that people are out here doing, claiming that they're manifesting. No, you're not. You're stealing. Okay? You're stealing, you're harvesting energy from other people. Manifesting for yourself comes directly from you, comes from within, and comes from the heart. And no shortcuts. No shortcuts. None. What else would you like us to know about the Spirit? Air sign. Alright, so this air sign has come back up again. This is the second time. So clearly this air sign is involved. Okay? This could be the air sign that you're getting a divorce from. It could be the air sign who's moving in with their partner. It could be the air sign who is confused about their sexuality and trying to figure themselves out. Okay, you're going to apply the roles where they fit. What else would you like us to know about this, Spirit? New view. Seeing things from a higher perspective. Alright? So you're going to change the way you look at things. Again, changing your perspective can mean the world. Can mean changing the way you live your life completely. Alright? Sometimes it's not what happens to you, but again, how you handle what happens to you. Right? What else would you like us to know about this, Spirit? Breaking point. Things are becoming too much to bear. Okay, so somebody's at their breaking point. Again, maybe you need to spend some time looking at things from a different perspective. Change the scenery. Step away from it. Stop going against the grain. God's probably trying to tell you something. Oh, I saw that. Saw it flip over. There it is. Seeing through the fog, your vision is getting clear. Yes, take the time to go within. Okay, you take the time to go within, and you can see through the fog, and you can figure out what's happening, what's going on. Like I said, God's probably trying to tell you something. That's all. It's all good. All right, what else would you like us to know about this, Spirit? Okay, New there's something significant about New Year's. All right, I know that they mentioned black magic earlier. A lot of the black magic that these people did during New Year's, during Christmas, during last Halloween, a lot of that is now hitting them. A lot of those backfires are now coming into play. Okay, so I can tell you that's very significant right now about the holidays. A lot of the magic that was done during that holiday season has started to return during these retrogrades, going back with the Saturn returns, and boy, 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 let me tell you this. Yep. All right. Meant to be. This relationship is magical. It's meant to be. Okay, so some of you are getting ready to go into a connection that's blessed by the divine. Spirit said that it's meant to be. So that means that it doesn't matter how much magic is thrown, with how much spell work. It doesn't matter what kind of nonsense somebody's doing in the background. If Spirit says that it's meant to be, there's nothing anybody can do to stop it. Nothing. Okay, someone is desiring you. Okay, there's a cash flow involved, a large lump sum of money involved. So somebody might have some money on the way. Or this spell working black magic could have something to do with a large cash flow of money. Usually when people are throwing magic and all that nonsense, it has something to do with money. Okay, manifest. Your desires are within reach. Okay, so again, continue to talk to Spirit. As they started out saying, you're about to have a reason to celebrate. So regardless of what these people are doing, you can see through the fog, okay? You're manifesting and you're moving on. Because again, whatever relationship it is you're on your way to, it was meant to be, which means that it's blessed by the divine. So it doesn't matter how much spell work, it doesn't matter how obsessed these people are, it doesn't matter how much black magic that they throw, you're going to have a reason to celebrate because you're going to be looking at things from a different perspective. It is what it is. If divine says it's so, then it's so. Okay, last two cards here, Spirit. Alright, nice. Okay, you got a copycat. This was actually in the reverse. Someone's mimicking everything that you do. Okay, so there was somebody who was out here copying you. Or at least trying to. Looks like they weren't doing a good job of it. Or at least nobody's being fooled by whatever antics. Okay, purify your energy and your aura. Exactly. Alright, so let them throw what they're going to throw. You can't control what other people do, but you can go ahead and purify and cleanse your energy so that you're not affected by it and you keep on pushing. Because again, as long as the ancestors are behind the scenes in control, these people, they're going to be caught up. That part. Someone's actions are catching up to them. Okay, bottom of the deck. Boom. They will be caught up. Alright, so there's really no reason for you to stress. Alright, we're going to pull a couple of angel numbers to go with this to wrap it up. There's one. Two more, Spirit. Two. And one more. One more angel number. One more angel number. All right. So first angel number is 0000, which represents strength, obstacles, hardships, strength, building character and experience. There might be some difficulties ahead, but you will push through. You got this. If you've been struggling or feeling lost, the winds of change will blow in your favor. If you've been suffering or feeling lost, some things may fall apart, but you're building the framework for something much better. Hang in there. All right? So remember, sometimes you got to, it's just like when you're reorganizing your room or renovating your house. It has to get worse before it gets better, right? You got to tear it all up before you can put it back together. All right? Life is the same way. All right, 2020 is the second angel number. Moderation, patience, flowing, self-realization, manifestation, gateway, taking action, okay? You're in for a lucky break. It may come as happy news, experience new opportunities, or an exciting acquaintance. You will find yourself in the right place at the right time. It's not a coincidence, but a gift from fate. Okay, so remember your first card out was you're going to have a reason to celebrate, all right? So this is reinforcing that information. Okay, it's all good. Okay, last angel number here. 2112. New beginnings. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Hope, new beginning, fresh start, lifestyle, purpose, spiritual awakening. This is the call to action to move forward. The sooner you get going, the sooner you will accomplish what you set out to do. Those with patience will eventually reap the rewards of their perseverance. Okay? So that's basically excellent angel numbers here. All right? Very inspiring. So looks like it's going to be all good in the hood. Okay, let's check with the ancestors to see if there's anything else they want us to add to this message. Clear Night's answer, Spirit. Clear Night's answer, Spirit. Is there anything else you would like us to add to this ancestor's message? Is there anything else you would like us to add to this ancestor's message? No? Thank you, Spirit. Is this a clear and honest, accurate ancestor's message for today? Is this a clear and accurate ancestor's message for today? Yes? All right, awesome. All right, so this has been your ancestor's message for May 27th, 2025. Ancestors, please close this portal and return this energy to its rightful owner. Ancestors, please close this portal and return this energy to its rightful owner. Ancestors, please close this portal and return this energy to its rightful owner. Namaste. Love y'all.